G'day everyone, it's SDS SuperCoach, providing SuperCoach content for you. I'm here to present my round 18 review. So we scored 2,449. So that's put us up 286 spots in our season rank, and we're now ranked 2,618. So we keep going up in the ranks. So we got a green arrow, so that's a good thing. I'll take it. I think it's a good result if we can keep going up. My aim for the end of the season is to get a top 1K total score. I think if I can get that, I'm very happy with that. It'd be a very good result. So we'll head into the side. Jack Sinclair, 133. Yep, just ran right once again, which was great. Dawson, 92. He was on a really good score and then just dropped off. And just barely scored in the last quarter. Basically, I think he scored like 11 points after halftime, something mental like that. Sicily solid once again with 114. You'll have to see it. Hewitt, 94. A little bit disappointing, but he's just consistent. We got a lot of 95 to 105 sort of scores this week. Jaden Short, 100. I mean, if that's the best he can do against North Melbourne, then that's real concerning. But he won't copy and stick off me this week because, I mean, at least he scored a ton. Cripps, 91, again, very disappointing. And now his season average is under 100, which obviously isn't good. Dirksen was my captain, so I could loop with Jack Steele. D'Ambrosio didn't play. Laird with 154. We knew he was going to run right because Collingwood do concede a lot of points in the midfield. So it was good to see that Laird did well there. Tuke Miller with 110. Solid once again. Had a big last quarter. He was on 71 at three-quarter time, but had a really good strong end to the game. Actually, I might take wait, no, I can barely see without my glasses. I was going to take them off for some reason. They were a bit uncomfortable. Merritt, 136. I traded Cripps out for Zach Merritt this week, and it's paid off big time. He's put in a real solid score there of 136, and yeah, he's looking really good. And as Essendon look to have a really strong end to the season, I just thought it was a good opportunity to jump on one of their players, and Zach Merritt, I thought I identified as their option, especially without Parrish, I think, for a couple more weeks. Neil, 121. I kind of forgot who they played. Yeah, they played the Giants, didn't they? I didn't see a second of that game. Jack McRae, 128. Solid score from him. Good to see him get a good score. You know, that wasn't 100 or 105, stuff like that. So he wasn't fucking about this game. He went about his business and got 128 with Bailey Smith back in the side. Andrew Brayshaw with 100 and wait, what am I on about? I was looking at his season average. He scored 96. So I'm sorry. Hang on. Let me just put the round 18 fixtures here because I'm forgetting a few things here. Yeah, they played Sydney, of course. They lost in a bit of an upset there. I was mainly watching Carlton Geelong, so I won't talk too much about Brayshaw. I think he started on like 8 points at quarter time, so it was good for him to salvage a 95 plus score. Jack Steele, I just thought, yeah, let's mix it up a bit. Let's give him the VC, and he did well. So I took that score, and my captain was going to be Laird, so I missed out about 42 points on that, unfortunately. But if you get 133, you're going to take it. Luke Parker, 92. Yeah, solid. And Oliver, of course, on the bench. Owens hopefully is back pretty soon. I don't know how he went in the VFL. Let me know if you've seen that. Ryan Angwin didn't play and he's out for the rest of the year, basically. Darcy, 94, solid. Yeah, I think he started out pretty well, but just faded out again. Jared Witts, Sam Draper just dominated Jared Witts, honestly. So that's another poor score by Witts. And it's getting a little bit concerning with, but I think we're just lucky that everyone owns him. So, yeah, I think basically 50% of the competition own Jared Witts. So I don't think it's too big of a deal. Everyone's got him, so we're all in it together. Bontempelli, 181, just went massive on Friday night. And yeah, well done to anyone that put the VC or captain on him. He was just terrific. Did super well. Cornelia, 95, good solid score. I'll take that. English is, yeah, that's very frustrating with the 51. he's been a bit of a poor trade-in. Yeah, he definitely hasn't been as good as I thought he'd be. I don't think he's been the same since his concussion. I think Jordan Sweet took a lot of the ruck as well. So hopefully, in true Bevo fashion, Sweet gets dropped. Will Brodie, 84. Yeah, I think he's dropping off just a tad as well. I think he hasn't scored a ton in a while. 4 of the last 5 weeks, he's had a good score. So, hopefully he can turn that around, Will Brodie. So, it's disappointing, but hopefully he can. I think everyone's got him though, so it's not too big of a deal. Josh Dunkley with an 80. He's just really out of form at the minute. Just the past few weeks, he just hasn't been the same Josh Dunkley that we're used to, unfortunately. So we all keep him and move on. Paddy McCartan was my cover for Oliver, so to score of 59. I think it was on like 6 a quarter time, so I don't know what was going on there. But 59, I think it's a solid score for McCartan. So, but it could have been better, of course. Look, that was my side this week. Obviously, there isn't as much to talk about. Now with everyone's sides finalised and all that. My round 19 captain and vice captain, I think I already did this before the video, but I am thinking Andrew Brayshaw into Lachie Neale. Lachie Neale's got the Suns Saturday night against the Suns at the Gabba, and I just think he'll cut sick and just kill any hope that Gold Coast had of making finals, even though it was probably already done this week. And Brayshaw against Richmond midfield's going to take the piss, I feel like. So Brayshaw should be fine. And as well, I'll quickly talk about what I think are going to be the moves I'm thinking of doing. So I think, we'll get Oliver back in. So I'm thinking actually, hang on, let me just do this first. Yeah, that looks a lot better now, doesn't it? Yep, so we'll put the University in the carton. So trades I'm thinking of doing, I'm not going to do any this week. Even though I'd love to trade Jaden Short or Jack Cripps, but probably Jaden Short. I think Cripps is more just out of form. Jaden Short genuinely can't really score in his role, so I think we can let him go after Freo. And what I'm going to do is now, what I could do is see if there's anyone the following week at his price and just see, okay, maybe we can get a Sam Doherty, but he's about to go up in price. What's his break even? 90. So he should hit that, and he shouldn't go below the 530K that I need from, for a play to get to that price so I can trade him in. But yeah, unfortunately, Jaden Short, he isn't going to give me enough. So what I'm thinking of doing is trading Short and Morris Rioli. So thinking of trading out these two. And what I'm thinking of doing is, now this would bring me down to one trade, but I think it's a cheeky good risk to do. Jai Kelly comes into the side as a mid forward, and he would be good backup cover considering D'Ambrosio is out of the side at the minute. I haven't really got anyone else other than McCartan. I think it's a good situation to have. As I said, I'm not doing it this week. I'm doing this in heading into round 20. So heading into SuperCoach finals. I'm thinking of trading Rioli and Jaden Short to bring in Cully, and when he's back from suspension, Tom Stewart. I think those are the trades I'm going to do after next round. So I think that's what we're going to do, and that would bring me down to one. I know it's a bit risky to have one trade left with 4 rounds to go, but it's not the worst position to be in. Obviously, I won't be doing these moves if there's any injuries in heading into this round, or if there's been any injuries from this round, from the coming round. So, look, that's what I'm thinking of doing, but I won't pull the trigger this week. There'll be no trades from me this week. Actually, what is everyone doing? Everyone's bringing Jai Cully a week early. Fair enough. Everyone's getting rid of Rioli. Yeah, not everyone's getting rid of, like, you got Rioli, you got McCartan, D'Ambrosio, Chris, Judson Clark. Fair enough. A few people are trading out Jack Cripps. I'm surprised Jaden Short's not more on here. I think Jaden Short is certainly a bloke that we need to be trading out instead of Cripps. Everyone's bringing Cully in, fair enough, but I'm going to wait one more week to do that. Noah Cumberland. Now, what did he do? He's putting out 2 solid scores, a 62 and 101. That is actually very interesting. His break even's negative 91. So he's actually looking really good this week, Cumberland. But I don't think I'm going to pull the trigger on Cumberland because I'll tell you what as well, I am so sick of having Richmond rookies that just get dropped the following week. So I just don't think any Richmond rookie at the minute has got good job security. Josh Carmichael might be a bloke that you blokes go after this week. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I think with Collingwood pushing for finals, not sure how good his job security really is to be, to be cover as well as a downgrading cash. Where I know with Jai Cully that he should play every single game for the rest of the season. West Coast have got nothing to lose. They're terrible. So we'll see how they go with that. Hopefully, Cully plays for the rest of the year and doesn't get any injuries for the rest of the year. Callum Mills with 4.2% of people bringing him in. He's at a really good price this week if you guys want to jump on that. I don't blame you. Todd Goldstein, just a cheap ruck and a bit of a pod, actually. And I actually don't blame people. I know he's pretty old, but a bit of a differential instead of Wits. So that sort of thing. Look, I don't think there's much else to bring up. So I've told you my trade plans. I've told you how I've went this week. So without further ado, one last thing is look at the game. The SDS SuperCoach League. So we got to win this week against Strikers. This is the final week of the season coming up for SuperCoach, where finals are just around the corner. Round 20, they start. Round 19 next week. So it looks like we're going to make finals in SDS SuperCoach, which is obviously very important because it's my own bloody league. So good to see. I think I'll finish it depends who I've got in the last week, but well done to Brad, who's basically secured top spot, I think. It's going to be hard to catch him at that point unless he loses this week. Balls of Fury, Liam, Christian, Jordan, Jory, and Glenn. With Danger Zone, a sneaky chance. I think after that, I think Kenny's percentage is just going to be too tough, unfortunately, for him. So it's a big week for SuperCoach, actually. A lot can change with the top 9. I think Brad's pretty safe up top, but a lot can change. This is why you need really good percentage. And it'll be interesting to see the last round of leagues for the season. So let's actually have a look at round 19, see who everyone's got. I've got Sarong. I've got Sarong Sarai. So I think he's 4th. So that's very interesting. So we'll see how we go there. Let's actually have a look at, we'll ignore Judson Clark. Todd Goldstein, yep, that's nice differential. Petrarca, Bailey Dale, Luke Jackson, Dacos is good. Cripps, yep. Okay, yeah, it looks like a pretty even matchup. So we'll see how we go against Liam. So thank you guys for watching. I think they'll do. I'm not sure if I'll upload another video this week. We're really at the pointy end of the season where there's not much to talk about. We all know that Oliver's going to be back this week. And yeah, I just think, there's not really much to talk about, unfortunately. So I just showed you guys my side and see how he went and my future trade plans. So let me know in the comments down below on what you think about them. Let me know how you went in the comments down below this week. And make sure you like and subscribe as well. It would be greatly appreciated. And quick update as well. I really want to do AFLW Fantasy. I think Moreira's Magic does it. So I'm actually very keen on that. And so there'll be some off-season content for you. So I hope you guys had a good week. And I will see you in the round 19 preview, maybe. We'll see. Or maybe a different video sometime this week. So hope you guys have a good night. Cheers.